Welcome. In front of me says Samsung Galaxy A41, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a brief overview of the device. So starting off, this is the box that it comes in, nothing really special, just a typical box. Then on the top, get the booklets. I think that's about it. So yeah, nothing that anybody cares. Let's get that out of the way. Then we'll get the device itself. Now you can see that it's already set up. There we go. So let's set it onto the side for now. Then you get some god-awful looking headphones. The device actually comes with a 3.5 jack, so if you have better headphones, I strongly suggest using the better ones than this. Then you get some really cheap looking Type-C cable to Type-A, and possibly a 5-watt charger or 10-watt, let's see. So, no, okay, so this is a 15-watt charger. So again, nothing really mind-blowing here. So that's basically all you get in the box, as you've just seen. And then the device itself. So let's just unlock it. There we go. And the device has a 6.1-inch display with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 and a 85.9 screen-to-body ratio with 431 pixels per inch. So that's a fairly decent pixel per inch size for the display. The display is also nice. It's a Super AMOLED display, so you get those really deep blacks, and so it is just a typical Samsung display, I would say. And then you have a 48 megapixel back shooter. So if I flip it over, so the main sensor is the 48 megapixel. Then you have a 8 megapixel ultra wide and 5 megapixel depth sensor. Now when it comes down to the 48, it doesn't capture any remarkable footage in terms of resolution. The highest you can go is 1080p at 30 frames. So I would say for the sensor that it boasts, it's kind of, well, laughable or crap, however you want to look at it. I would have expected more from a sensor like that. And then at the front, in the teardrop, you have a 25 megapixel selfie. And again, it also shoots at 1080p 30 frames if you want to capture video with that. Then apart from that, the device comes with a 4 GB of RAM with a Helios P65, so just a kind of like a budget processor, and 3500 milliamp battery. So again, you're not getting a super big battery in this device. And it has a 64 gigs built-in storage with the ability to extend it with the SD card. So it does come with a normal SD card slot. Now, when it comes down to this device, the price of it is, in my opinion, a little bit too high. So it comes around close to 300 euros, which, I mean, it really depends where you get it and when. But the prices do range, and this ranges, so give or take about like 40, for instance, euros. That's basically how much you will be paying for it. And for this price, the device is just not worth it, in my opinion. Even Samsung in their own lineup has a better device that can do everything better than this. So if you're thinking about buying a budget device, budget phone, this is not worth it. The M21, which is released roughly around the same time, has better specs and is cheaper. So also, again, depending where you look at it, the prices may vary basically by half. So instead of paying, for instance, 300, you will be paying 160 euros. Although from what I've seen, it's closer to like 200 and something euros. Still cheaper than this, and still better. So just as a quick comparison of the other one that I would advise on getting over this one. The specifications, everything is better apart from the fact that it's lacking NFC, I would say, and the screen to body ratio is a little bit smaller, so you have a little bit thicker bezels and less premium look to it. It doesn't look, for instance, as good as this one. It's just a typical, for instance, black and I think blue color. This one has some weird effects to it and just kind of looks a little bit better. But if you're not concerned about the look but more about the performance, then the other one comes basically almost same resolution. So it's also 1080p by 2340 instead of 400. A bigger screen, so that's the thing. Cameras are basically the same, with the difference of the cheaper one capturing a 4K 30 frames, so you can actually shoot at 4K. It comes with additional storage, so you have 64 and 128. The 28 comes with 6GB RAM, also extendable storage, all that stuff. And the only downside, the front-facing camera, here is 25, on the cheaper one would be 20. But again, they shoot both at 1080p 30. So honestly, and probably the massive difference, the cheaper one has a 6000 milliamp battery, while this one has 350, almost double. So honestly, I don't recommend this device. It's overpriced for what it boasts. The cheaper Samsung M21 is better than this. You might not be able to pay for instance in stores with this device due to lack of NFC, but you will be doing everything else better. But yeah, apart from that, I guess that would summarize my opinion about this device. And as you just heard, it's not very positive, I would say. I mean, the device itself is decent, but in just the Samsung lineup, you can find something better than this. But yeah, if you found this video helpful in any way, which I hope you did, don't hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.